Unmute yourself, Shristi. You have to unmute. Shristi, you have to unmute. Yeah, now it's unmuted. Good afternoon, Shristi. Where are you? In Gwalior or where are you?
The Gwalior.
Gwalior. What is famous in Gwalior? Why is it known in history for?
Sir, Gwalior has very rich history. Firstly, sir, it has been a political hotbed of many dynasties, from Tomars to Mughals to Marathas, especially the Scindias. Second, sir, Gwalior is also known for 1857 revolt, especially the contribution of Rani Lakshmibai and Tatya Tope. Thirdly, sir, Gwalior is known for its heritage architecture like Gwalior Fort and the tomb of Tansen and Maharani Lakshmibai. So these are certain things.
Okay. What was the role of Scindias in the 1857 War of Independence?
Sir, role of Scindia has been debated widely, mainly because they parted with the British forces and they did not support it, Rani Lakshmibai and Tatya Tope in the revolt. And sir, it is mainly due to the political pragmatism at that time, as they were binded by the Subsidiary Alliance Treaty. And it is often debated that if they have supported Rani Lakshmibai, then the outcomes could have been different.
Okay. How would you rate the social indicators of Madhya Pradesh with that of Maharashtra or Rajasthan? Can you compare?
Yes, sir. The Madhya Pradesh, though it has in many parameters, it has been doing good, but there are certain indicators where it is performing low as compared to Maharashtra or Rajasthan. For example, sir, in the IMR, Madhya Pradesh has a very low a very high IMR in comparison to Maharashtra. Similarly, sir, the MMR
Do you
rate,
have the
which is
numbers?
about
Can you be specific? You have the number?
yes, sir. Like in MMR, Madhya Pradesh has above 110, while the national average is around 97. So similarly, under the undernutrition, the 40% of the children in MP are undernourished and underweight. While in Maharashtra, it has been on better parameters. And even in the literacy rate, Madhya Pradesh has 70%, which is below the national average, while it is better in Maharashtra or in some parts of Rajasthan. So yes, socioeconomic indicators are one part where Madhya Pradesh needs to improve.
Okay. There was a scheme for the aimed at the women. It was Ladli Behan or what? I don't know. I'm forgetting the name. Which attracted the voters during the elections, last election. What was the scheme and how is it being implemented?
Yes, sir. The scheme name is Ladli Behna Yojana, under which the cash transfers are made to the women directly in their bank account. And the major motive behind this scheme is for the economic security and financial independence of women. And yes, sir, there have been certain concerns regarding whether it is a populist scheme or is it politically motivated as it was started during the elections. But sir, many reports have also shown that it has yielded good outcome. Like the as women are more responsible consumers, so they have spent it in food security or in the education. So sir, both sides are there regarding the scheme.
What has been the track record of implementation? It was an announcement made during elections. Now it is what, some time now. How is it being implemented? What has been your experience?
Yes, sir. Sir, under this scheme, it is being now implemented, and 1,500 rupees per month is being given to the women every month in their bank account. And sir, it earlier the allocation was around 1,250 rupees, and now it has been increased to 1,500 per month. And this scheme is implemented across the state, and it is yielding some positive results as well.
It is given to each of the women. If you have three ladies in a household, all three will get, or particular if you, how many members, is there a restriction on members in a family?
Uh, Sir, I'm not sure about per family member how many women are eligible, but it is mainly for the women from the vulnerable sections and below the poverty line for the marginalized sections of the society.
Okay, do read up on this because you are a woman yourself. So, okay, in your achievements, you mentioned about AI internship in the Microsoft Tech Shiksha. What is that?
Sir, I completed an internship in artificial intelligence. Under this, we worked upon a live project based on the generative AI, in which we worked upon how artificial intelligence can be useful in solving the societal problems, or it can be implemented for the daily life needs. And it was introductory and life basic life project on which I worked upon.
You also mentioned about reflective journaling.
Yes, sir.
Tell us briefly about that.
So reflective journaling, it's like mirror to mind. So here I write about whatever I feel, whatever like my experiences or learning during the day. I also write about the gratitude or whatever I reflect upon my day to improve every day. So it has been my hobby for a long time, and I usually do it before going to bed.
Okay. You do it every day.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your this is your what third attempt?
So this is my fifth attempt, and this is my third mains and third interview.
Third interview.
Yes, sir.
How much did you score in the interviews previously?
So these scores have been 144 in the first interview, and last year I got 164.
So you have been improving, but you need to improve more. You need to aim at 200.
Yes, sir.
You also have anthropology as the optional, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So many with anthropology background have come. Okay. So you need to give show some spark in the interviews, little more josh. Your answers are all right, but I don't see that extra spark which will prompt the board to give you. You're very pleasant. You're trying to be nice. You're very nice, but I need to see something very remarkable to give you 200. I will again
Yes,
end up by giving let's say 160, 170, 175 at the most, but not 200. So to attract, so your answers need to be little more impressive, I would say. I don't know how you will either make it more structured or crisper. You need to get little more josh in your overall approach. Okay. Um, I mean, you need to show to the interview board that you are different from others. Okay.
sir. How to go about it? Like, what I need to do for that?
Your way you are presenting, you are structuring your answers. You need to present in a unique way and maybe make it very impressive. Don't try overtly to make it impressive, but you, as long as you present it properly, uh, now you little unstructured and your answers are have a tendency of veering around. So like Gwalior's role in history, they you could be more little more specific. Okay, you from monuments you went to the history and all that. I don't know how you have to think of it, how which way how to put your best foot forward. I am certain that with your kind of a personality, being a lady, you can get 200, provided little bit extra effort is made. Okay. So once
And sir,
you're, yeah, go ahead.
like you talked about energy, so I am not understanding like how to like present it more energetically. Whether it is like is it
Yeah,
about confidence or
there is bit of something holding you back. You're not giving your full, you're not going full throttle.
okay?
You get what I'm saying. Okay. You're being overly nice in presenting very smooth answers, which is okay. But you need to be more, I don't know, more forceful in your answers, perhaps. I don't want you to be aggressive. Your style is very pleasant. While continuing that, try to get little more spark in your answers. Okay.
Okay.
I can't tell you how to get this spark. You have to. I think I will hand over here. I need to go somewhere. Praveen ji will carry on. He will wind up, ask your doubts. Okay, but all the best. You are a good candidate. You deserve to be in the IAS. So hopefully, last two occasions you missed the being in the list, isn't it? Do you have any reservation? You don't have. You don't have a
No,
reservation. That makes
no.
it extra difficult. So anyway, about your parents' profession, your father is a businessman. About what kind of industry they could ask. So they could ask on
Yes,
anything. So, but don't get perturbed if you don't know the answer. Okay.
yes,
You are calm. You are collected. You are pleasant. Smile a little more if you can. So you are being nice. So you have a pleasant personality. You should do well. Okay. Pravinji, I will hand over Shristi to you. You make her, give her a little more spark, give her Josh if you can. Okay.
thank you, sir.
Welcome,
All the
Shristi.
best.
I hope
Thank you so much, sir.
my questions leads to answers which satisfy Mr. Achar's expectation. Okay, one interesting thing I saw in your DAF choice of services, you have chosen defense state services quite high, even over customs, though below income tax. Any reasons why defense state services you have chosen so high?
Yes, sir. So when I talked to my people serving in the different state services and my seniors, so the one thing is that in IDS we get to work at the ground. We have more public interaction, while in the customs and in the Indian Revenue Service, it is more of a desk job. So, sir, and respectively, all the services are important, but I believe that I want to serve in a capacity where I can directly interact with the public, so it is not
So,
about,
but what a kind of job you one does as in defense state service?
sir, in defense state service, as far I know, we serve in two capacities. First being the CEO of the cantonment board, and
Yes.
another is about managing the land and revenue management regarding the defense states.
Okay, you're right. But either in customs, etc., you serve people. So anyway, that answer is okay, but not so convincing. But you should come up with something more why defense state service is more appealing than customs, because that's not a norm. No
Yes.
one would have questioned if you had put the normal thing which everyone puts. It's different. That's why people may ask you. But defense state, there's a lot of allegations that defense is one of the masters of the maximum real estate in the India, defense and railways. And a lot of corruption takes place in giving, anyone has to give a NOC from defense state service people to get something construction near the defense areas, etc. And defense land also are given away at throwaway prices. What do you say to that? Is that true or not?
Sir, I believe these are allegations and not proven, so it is not right to say
No,
something.
have you heard of these allegations, or just first time you're hearing about this?
Sir, not very oftenly, but really some media groups they make such allegations. But again, these are allegations, and without any evidences, we cannot comment upon that. And I believe that instead of focusing upon what is if there is corruption or not, we should debate upon how to bring more transparency and reduce the discretion, so
Okay.
that more
Okay.
public can.
How will you improve transparency in the defense state working?
Yes, sir. So, firstly, if technology can be made use of, like if any decision is made, it can be the decisions can be well documented, and so as to improve the transparency. So, second, if right to information can be introduced or accountability mechanism can be fixed, for that we can have that, and so I can think of such measures which can help in building more trust and transparency with the help of technology. We can do that.
Okay, suppose you are CEO of a cantonment board. There is a temple, old temple inside the cantonment area where people come. Where are the defense area, the cantonment area? The common people from outside come. Now the new brigadier who comes in charge of that of the military, he says that no one should be allowed on this road, this is security. You are CEO, how will you address the situation? Brigadier says no one should be allowed inside. No outsider, no civilian outsider should be allowed inside. But this is an old tradition. People keep on coming to the temple every day at 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. whatever. So how will you regulate that? How will you come to a solution?
Uh, so, here we need to balance both the right to religion and movement of people with the national security concern. So, sir, if firstly, communication can be made with the religious leaders and with the military personals that if restricted movement or some timings with the security forces, if some movement can be allowed, we can arrange for that, provided that it is not harming the security concerns. And secondly, sir, if that doesn't work out, we can also think of if something another alternative path to that temple can be created, or if it can be boundaries can be made sure that both the things are balanced. Because I think we need to balance both the sentiments of the people and their right to religion while ensuring that security concerns are not affected. So, a consultative and a community driven approach should be followed for that.
Okay, fair enough. The alternative path may not work, but other things are okay, what you have said. Now coming to your AI thing, which you said that you have worked on an AI area. What is generative AI?
Generative AI is a subset of artificial intelligence which is able to generate human like content. It can understand, it can generate the video, text, or images as the humans do. For example, we see the chatbots like ChatGPT or Gemini, which can generate the human like responses.
Okay, generative AI can be any area. It's related to any specific profession. You give a prompt, it will give solutions based on that, depending on generative AI. Now, has India missed the AI bus?
So, I would not say that India has missed. Rather, I would say India is doing very well. As the recent report has also come about AI index, in which India has been positioned third, which shows that we are innovating, we are focusing upon skilling. Like we have launched the India AI mission, which is focusing upon building our own AI infrastructure. We have been deploying 63,000 GPUs. Also, secondly, sir, we are developing our own LLM models, and we are focusing upon AI datasets with AI Kosh. And thirdly, sir, we are also focusing upon skilling and a responsible regulatory framework with Niti Aayog responsible AI framework. So I believe India is doing good, but we need to accelerate it further as the competition and the race to AI development is very high. So we need more international collaborations, more funding on research and development in artificial intelligence, so as to we can be a global leader in artificial intelligence development.
Do we have enough resources, funds to generate another open AI company, or forget about Google's Gemini, etc. But do we have enough resources? Because AI needs a lot of resources, lot of money required for setting up the backup things and the chips and all that. And so does India have the capacity? Because the general American story is that you pump in more funds, you get better response. So is that true, or any country has beaten this concept?
Yes, sir. Certainly, sir, this is a real concern. Like the AI is very capital intensive, and our research and development budget is almost only about 0.7%, and the Ministry of Science budget is also limited to what is required. And certainly, some I think we need to bring the private sector participation in that so that they can bring the required capital and also international collaborations in the domain of artificial intelligence and technology development for that, because we cannot afford to lose because of the financial constraint. So this is a concern, and I think we need to work upon that with private sector participation and all.
Does the Indian private sector participate in R&D?
Sir, on the ground, it is very limited. Still, around 60 to 70% of the research and development is led by the government sector. So it is at the nascent stage. It is developing, but it is not uh, up to the required level.
Why does Indian private sector forget about AI and computer? Generally, why does Indian private sector not participate in R&D? Any reason for that?
Yes, sir. So there are multiple reasons for it. So, firstly, historically, government has been a major participant in the development, and there was less focus given on the private sector entry into that, as the major sectors like railway or research, they were the major domains of the public, of the government sector. Secondly, sir, the regulatory hurdles have also been a barrier for private sector participation in that. And thirdly, sir, I think it is also about the risk taking culture and about the long gestation of the research and development. In India, the private sector mainly focuses upon the commercial projects or the short gestation period, which can yield quicker results. So it is also about the ecosystem, which is not yet very developed in India. And fourthly, sir, also about the institutions of research and development, the higher education institutions. Mainly the public-led like IITs or IIMs, they have been pioneered, and there's not much focus given on the private sector-led higher education. So these are some of the reasons which I can think of, and I think new education policy, which is focusing upon this aspect, and can play a role in changing this scenario.
No, even higher education institutions like IIT, etc. Can you identify one big product which has come from India, which is known? Like we have Google, we have all coming from garages from Harvard and MIT and uh, so, but India has not. No big product has come from India. Why? What is the reason? We are more coolies. We work based on other people's requirements of coding. How do you see that?
Uh, Secondly, sir, this has been an issue with this has been a big issue. Like we have seen, we have the required talent. The Google and all these big companies are led by Indians, but we do not have such ecosystem within our nation. And the first reason is that because of lack of opportunities and regulatory barriers, which have led to not developing that ecosystem which is required. Now, Bangalore, Delhi have been emerging as the centers, but yet the opportunities or the financial constraints are there. Secondly, sir, also it is about the startup culture or the entrepreneurship culture. Still, we focuses upon the needs which serves the everyday life. Like we are seeing the startups, they are building in consumer-oriented services, but deep tech development is yet at a very nascent stage. And thirdly, sir, is also about human resource. We see huge brain drain from India. The graduates from IIT or such big institutions, they move to United States or Western nations as they have better work opportunities or livelihood opportunities there. So it leads to brain drain also. So I think these are some of the factors which is has led to this. But I think the scenario is also changing. Like now, Kritim by Ola AI and also Zoho, which is being developed in India. So the scenario is changing slowly, but we need to further accelerate it.
Okay. Now, coming to another area, too much of AI we have talked about. Uh, you are from MP.
Yes, sir.
MP was bifurcated into two states, MP and Chhattisgarh. Was the bifurcation necessary and has it benefited? Now 25 years have gone almost. Has it benefited?
Madhya Pradesh and was bifurcated owing to multiple reasons. The first was the demand from the Chhattisgarh tribal region, as there was perception of lack of development deficit. Secondly, also for the administrative ease, as Madhya Pradesh was a very large state, and there was perception that Western Madhya Pradesh is more developed and more resources are there. So, and it was also a political promise which was made at that time owing to the conflicts which were arising. And so, coming to the second part, whether it has benefited, sir, I think to some extent it has. If we see the socioeconomic indicators of Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh, both states have been growing. After bifurcation, the economic growth rate has increased, and now secondly, sir, there's more region-oriented development. For example, Chhattisgarh have been focused upon the forest economy and mining sector, while Madhya Pradesh has been able to develop more on agriculture. And thirdly, sir, administrative ease and efficiency has also been there. So, to some extent, we can say that it has been beneficial for both the states. But in the longer term, I think we should focus more on empowering the local governance structures so that further this trust deficit or development deficit does not occur in the future.
Okay. Now, what is this NGO make a difference? Where you are an educator? What is this NGO?
The Mega Difference is an NGO which serves to bridge the educational gap among the children by providing the remedial classes. They also focus upon providing the emotional support to the children. So, and in this, as the volunteers, they teach at the shelter homes, and we provide support to the children who are rescued and now they are under the childcare institutions.
Okay, but is there any weakness in the schooling system which calls for participation of such NGOs? How can the schooling system improve that such NGOs may not be required for remedial teaching, etc.? What should be done?
Uh, yes, sir, I do agree that some educational gaps does exist in the schooling structure. Like when I started working there, I found that many foundational literacy gap exist on the real ground. The class 8 students, they are not able to even read or solve basic mathematical problems. And when I talk to children, they also talks about that teacher absenteeism or poor school infrastructure. Even the language barriers are a big problem. So definitely, sir, the problem do exist, and I think for that, as a holistic reforms need to be taken for improving the educational system as envisioned by new education policy. But we also need to focus that proper infrastructure is there. Technological integration can be there for customized and personalized learning, especially for the children who are facing the literacy gaps or foundational education gaps. And sir, thirdly, I believe teacher training is a very important component because teachers are there, but when they are not trained to teach, it becomes a big issue in the entire ecosystem. So I think these are some areas which need to be focused upon.
But most of the teachers, I think, are qualified. They are either B.Ed or they are BT. What is a BT assistant? Both, either of that, they are there. So, what kind of additional training you envisage to be given? They're already trained professionally. They have got a degree in teacher training. So, what additional training you think of?
I respectfully agree that they are well qualified, they have cleared the necessary qualifications and examination. But sir, I think there's a gap between being qualified and being competent enough to teach. A teacher should understand the needs of the students. They should be able to communicate and transfer that knowledge which is required. Also, sir, thirdly, I believe that a teacher should focus upon the holistic development of the children, understanding the needs of each one of the student, supporting them emotionally, and if they are facing any problems, then a teacher should be able to solve those issues. So I think more empathetic, more competent in terms of teaching, that training should be provided.
But don't you think teacher motivation is a big issue? They're not motivated enough to teach.
Yes, sir, up to some extent that is also issue, and that is also reflected in high teacher absenteeism. In many schools, teachers either they are involved in other administrative activities or their attendance ratio is also low. So teacher motivation also, sir, I think plays a big role here.
Okay. And last, just a thing. You do brisk walking. What does
Yes.
brisk mean? Brisk means what? What speed?
So brisk walking is walking at a speed of around 5 to 6 kilometer per hour, and it is higher pace than the normal walking, and even the heart rate is around 50 to 70% of the maximum heart rate. So WHO has classified it as a moderate intensity workout.
So you do some professional walking also in
No,
competitions, etc. No, walking races and all that. No.
no, sir. I just do brisk walking as a hobby.
But what is the difference between walking and jogging?
In both walking and jogging, the body mechanics and the pace plays a major role. So in jogging, the speed is around 7 to 8 kilometer it reaches, while in walking it is around 5 to 6 kilometer per hour. And also, sir, in jogging there is a flight mode where the one leg is lifted and it is partially in a flight mode. While in walking, both our legs are on the ground and there is no flight mode involved. And thirdly is also, sir, about the heart rate. So it is higher in jogging in comparison to walking.
Speed may not be criteria. I can jog at 3 km per hour also. Slow jogging and
Okay.
etc. But that's second part is okay. What you said. Third reason people say while jogging, your front of the foot falls on the ground first.
Oh,
While
yes.
walking, your heel comes to the, and
Feel.
that's how in competitions they say whether you are cheating or not, whether you are in walking races, whether you are jogging or not, that your heel should first land in walking. I mean that's the reason. But anyway, I think I'll close here because he has already given his comments. You are good. You structure your questions. But sometimes I felt that even though you are not confident about the answer, you try to venture answers where you were not confident. You try to answer as if you know the answers. One or two places I felt. So wherever you
Okay.
are not, whether you are, it's used. Many times it happens to us that you think you know general something, but specific you may not know. So we're not very confident because whatever words you use, whatever phrase you use, that will be used for further questioning.
Yes,
So
sir.
you can always say that I have a rough idea, but I have not dealt with, but I can venture, I can venture a reply based on the rough idea I have on this question. So unless it is a question related to like AI, I can't say I have a rough idea. Um, so that is a different issue, but be careful on that front. And there's no
Yes.
harm in taking a pause while starting an answer. Only thing sometimes you may even ask, can I take some time to frame my answers? So always better to give, but it should not be very frequent. Each question you should not say that may I take some time. So the interview board accepts that you taking some time to frame your answer, especially if it's a complicated question. And you were structuring your answers okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is okay. That's how it should be done. So that they know that. But once you are structuring it, be clear that the important issues come first,
Yes.
and then the lesser important reasons or whatever differences come. The more important differences should come first, so that they know that you know. You know
Yes.
clearly. It always happens. Anyway, I will do well. 165 is not a bad marks because it's above average marks, 165 also. 200 is supposed to be very good. Very few people get it. I hope you this time get 200. But by how much marks you may missed your this thing? Based on mains or because of interview? Mains you got lesser marks in some subject, in GS or something? No. What
So
happened?
both. I missed by 50 marks. So I scored low in anthropology and in interview.
Anthropology, so anthropology, anyway, that is closed chapter, but anthropology, a lot of questions may come because
Yes,
with
sir.
anthropology, everyone like to talk of uh, many other issues they can talk of, whether genetic, marriage, various kind
Yes.
of marriages, Aryan theory, all those theories they can, even though it's not anthropology, but people can ask you. is related to that Kiladi in Tamil Nadu, the way the excavation took place, Indus Valley, all those things. So prepare on that. Date is not yet fixed, no? Date is
No,
fixed.
sir. No.
Also, you
No,
have
sir.
time.
No.
What newspaper you are reading?
Yes, sir. Indian Express and Mint and Times of India.
Indian Express. Good. Try to read it in depth, and before the interview, 1 week you should be thorough with the newspapers at least, and that day morning mentally prepare 4 news items which you have read. Sometimes some interview, tell me 4 news items which you have read today or this week, that kind of thing they may ask. So, and the
Yes.
priority of news items which you give, that will give an impression that whether you have depth or you have, like today, 4 news items. What are the 4 news items you can think of today?
So firstly, the news regarding what happened in West Bengal regarding the Messi event, Messi football event. So secondly, there was news regarding the Shanti bill and explained article on that. So thirdly, it was about Manrega, which is now being replaced with a new scheme and the details regarding that. And so there was also an article about what CJ has talked about more inclusive judiciary and something regarding that.
In this 4, Messi should have come last.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Messi should have come last. The sports page comes last anyway. So that is no problem with that. So okay, I think he will do well. Don't worry on that count. So you have been improving in the interview, and there's no reason why you shouldn't do well. Only thing
Sir,
structure. Yeah, please ask.
so like sir told about that that spark is not there or convincing part. So sir, what should I do for that?
The spark means what I think the feeling may come that you are trying to think through the answers and not you are not confident about the answers. So if you answer confidently, then the spark will be seen automatically. That okay. So it almost feels that sometimes that you are tentative with your answers.
Okay,
You are not confident yourself about the answers. You are hoping that these answers will click with the board. You
okay, sir.
get my point? You are
Yes, sir.
giving some answers. You think that okay, this may be right. Feel confident about the answers. गलत भी है तो feel confident about it because the confidence. Because there is no right answer, there is no wrong answer in this interview.
Yes,
Basically,
sir.
they are trying to judge you, how you are composed, how do you try, how do you react to a situation. They may try to embarrass you also. Being a woman, they may ask a lot of issues regarding women, uh, like the menstrual leave thing in Karnataka, whether it should be given or not given. और वो तो पुराना हो गया women bill जो है, but they may ask on women bill also whether reservation for women should be there or not. IIT में supernumerary seats create किया था, isn't it unfair? They are not against you, they are not against women. They are trying to unsettle you and see that how you react. So you
Yes,
shouldn't think that anybody is an enemy, anybody is a thing. They are trying to see your reaction. And to the extent possible, try to uh, put it with fact and logic instead of emotions. Okay,
yes,
you get the point with fact and logic. So, and it's always better to structure it as 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 reasons. You can also give a fifth reason after that, no problem in that. Just because you have told 4 reasons, do not limit to 4. So that kind of thing, and you will do well and practice yourself. Ask your parents or anyone else, your friends to ask questions to you, arbitrary random questions, not a formal way on anything. And go through a DAF fill. A DAF में एक एक word जो उन्होंने लिखा है. Try to frame questions that what can be asked. You see,
yes,
I have asked questions, a lot of questions which I could ask from DAF was one thing, why you have chosen Group B over railways. You've
yes,
chosen one of Group B over some Group A services like railways, which are quite demanding. Then computer science पूछ ही लिया गया, ग्वालियर आपसे पूछ ही लिया गया. But whatever you have written, business, what business does your father have?
sir. Jewelry business, jewelry retail shop.
Jewelry retail shop. Jewelry industry के बारे, how does it the American tariff is affecting jewelry trade? या
Yes.
एनीथिंग कैन बी आस्क्ड. अगर किसी ने
Yes.
पूछ लिया व्हाट इज योर फादर डूइंग, तो ज्वेलरी पर क्वेश्चन पूछेगा फिर, और नहीं पूछेगा तो नहीं आएगा. दैट क्वेश्चन वोंट
Yes.
कम ऑन ज्वेलरी एंड दिस थिंग. बट द मोमेंट दे आस्क दैट क्वेश्चन, दैट मीन ज्वेलरी पर क्वेश्चन आ सकता है. इकोनॉमिक्स of ज्वेलरी. India is the biggest hoarder of gold. How can government of India open this treasury? India has the biggest gold stock, but it is with individuals. It is lying in everyone's locker, etc. How can India unleash and use this amount to make our leverage this gold stock? कुछ भी हो सकता है. तो all those things. So be prepared. जो भी तुमने लिखा है ना, उस पर ध्यान दो कि इस पर 4 क्वेश्चन क्या हो सकते हैं या 5 क्वेश्चन
Yes.
क्या हो सकते हैं, and try to frame an answer on that. Because because 30-40% will be from your application which you have given, detailed application form. 30-40% may be on the question paper, on the current study, current affairs, and the newspaper, and the external relationship of India. All those things will be the Ukraine war, बर्मा नहीं, थाईलैंड, कंबोडिया जो चल रहा है बैटल, इंडिया रिलेशनशिप विद कंट्रीज, ऑल दोस थिंग्स में बी देयर. एंड 10-20% मे बी फ्रॉम एंथ्रोपोलॉजी एंड में भी आ सकता है.
Yes.
Because the theory is that you have been tested on anthropology, you need not be called asked again, but they may ask. But it won't be factual. हमारे सारे questions थे, no factual question were asked. More of a reasoning was there. Why? That will be more comparative study between MP and छत्तीसगढ़ हो गया. MP में क्यों पहले खत्म हो गया नेक्सिज्म, छत्तीसगढ़ में अभी जाके खत्म हो रहा है. I mean, these questions came to my mind. I didn't ask because काफी लंबा खिंच गया था. But these things may be there. So yourself you take an analysis कि हर एक पर कितना 10-12 क्वेश्चन क्या हो सकते हैं, 4 क्या 10, कितने क्या क्या क्वेश्चन हो सकते हैं इस बात पे. I written mother is a housewife. हाउसवाइफ पर क्वेश्चन हो सकते हैं, whether हाउसवाइफ का इनकम जीडीपी में इंक्लूड होना चाहिए कि नहीं होना चाहिए. I mean, you get the point. So
Yes, sir.
that way, if you analyze your DAF, I think your preparation will be very well, will go very well.
Okay.
Okay. And don't worry about the spark. If you're confident about the answer, वो spark आ जाएगा. If you're not confident about the answer, if you're trying to then वो चाहे जो भी करो वो थोड़ा रहेगा, टेंटेटिव सा लगेगा. ठीक है. सिंस ये
Okay.
मॉक इंटरव्यू हो रहा है तो टेंटेटिव तुम्हें लग रहा होगा, बट वंस यू डू मोर प्रैक्टिस, मोर ये, तो अपने आप वो स्पार्कलिंग क्वालिटी आ जाएगी. प्लेजेंट स्माइल, कीप ऑन स्माइलिंग बीच बीच में, not in the middle of the answer, but when you are transitioning from one answer to other, can smile. You start with a smile because that gives a positive impression to the
Okay.
board that you are not hassled, you are not this thing. यहाँ तो ऑनलाइन है, 1-to-1 में थोड़ा anyway it is a more friendly atmosphere. When there's a we have attended 2 interviews, so you know they are not. It's more of a conversation. Take it as a drawing room conversation हो रहा है. Only thing you are being judged. That's the only thing.
Yes,
So,
sir.
kind of conversation where you are being judged, and judged by the nature of answer you are giving.
Yes.
Don't think कि क्रॉस एग्जामिनेशन कोर्ट का हो रहा है. It's not a cross examination कोर्ट में बैठ के माय लॉर्ड आपने ये क्यों किया, वो that is not there. Like ड्राइंग रूम में कोई पूछ लेगा कि why have you chosen डिफेंस स्टेट सर्विस. Your answer was not convincing कि डिफेंस स्टेट से हमें लोगों का हेल्प करने को मिलेगा या नहीं मिलेगा. गूगल करो, चैट जीपीटी से करो, पूछो कि why डिफेंस स्टेट सर्विस इज अ गुड सर्विस.
Yes,
ठीक है.
sir.
हाँ, डू चैट जीपीटी से पूछो, गूगल से पूछो, जेमिनी से पूछो, some answer you will get. I
Yes.
personally think by mistake you put defense state services तुमने गलती से कर दिया. I still think गलती से फॉर्म भरते समय ऊपर नीचे हो गया. तो बस बट क्योंकि नॉर्मली लोग भरते नहीं है, रेलवे के बाद भरते हैं. ऑडिट अकाउंट, रेलवे ट्रैफिक या रेलवे मैनेजमेंट सर्विस पर रेलवे, ये उसके बाद भरते हैं. बट इफ यू थॉट थ्रू देन यू शुड नो व्हाई.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. तो कर लो क्या आंसर राइट हो सकता है डिफेंस स्टेट सर्विस. अनलेस यू नो समवन इन डिफेंस स्टेट, दैट इज डिफरेंट इशू, देन यू कैन आस्क हिम. आई प्रिज्यूम यू मे नॉट बी नोइंग एनीवन इन डिफेंस स्टेट सर्विस. इफ यू नो तो पूछ लो क्या फायदे हैं. बिकॉज कैंटोनमेंट वर्ड सबके दिमाग में स्टेट नहीं आता है. पीपल थिंक ऑफ डिफेंस स्टेट से सीधे डिफेंस लैंड, एंड लॉट ऑफ इश्यूज आर देयर ऑन डिफेंस लैंड का शरद पवार वाज डिफेंस मिनिस्टर, लोग बोले थे कि बेच रहे हैं सब लैंड. तो इस टाइप के बहुत आते हैं कि डिफेंस लैंड, लैंड इज अ वेरी सेंसिटिव इशू. चाहे वो हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ कंट्रोवर्सी आ जाती है. वो हुआ था बॉम्बे में, एक डिफेंस वालों के लिए बना था वो टावर जो
अच्छा,
वो क्या नाम है, फॉरगेटिंग, उसको गिरा दिया गया. आई वुड हैव आस्क्ड दैट, बट सिंस आई वाज नॉट रिमेम्बरिंग द नेम ऑफ द टावर, आई फॉरगॉटन. आकाश क्या था वो पूछ सकते हैं इसी में.
ओके सर.
हाँ, ठीक है. चलो फिर, बेस्ट विशेस, हिस्ट्री.
ओके, थैंक यू
Okay,
सर.
do well, and if you want the second interview, you can ask Naman, etc. बाद में जब डेट उठ आ जाए तो फिर आपको कैसे.
यस
Naman, I
सर.
think it's over now.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you
Thank
so much,
you.
Shristi. You
Thank
थैंक यू
can.
you.
सो मच.
Thank
थैंक
you.
यू सर.
Thank you. Thank you.